Ever since my pancake video, I've been looking for the cup to make a cupcake video, and I think I finally found it. A big old ceramic cup I got for 20 bucks at a bazaar. It is a bit taller than I hoped, but other than that, it's perfect. Grab half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and 300 grams of all-purpose flour. Now ideally for a cupcake, you'd want to use soft flour, also known as cake flour, which contain less gluten, but all-purpose flour works just fine too, so use whatever's available. I pre-mixed some of my dry ingredients, but you really don't have to. I'm just doing it so I can save some inventory space. A teaspoon of vanilla extract, along with 180 grams of sugar, 240 ml of milk, 120 ml of vegetable oil because butter is expensive, and 2 eggs. You need to whisk the eggs until it turns foamy. It is going to take a while by hand, so use an electric mixer if you have one. It is going to make things a lot easier. This might look like a lot of oil, I know, but you also need to consider that this is basically 12 cupcakes baked into one. And when you think of it like that, it's only around 10 ml of oil per cupcake, so it's not too bad. Unless you're thinking of eating 12 in one go, of course, but at that point, I'm sure oil isn't the problem. It's you. Using melted butter is obviously going to taste better, but when you use oil, your cake tends to be more resistant to drying out. When you add flour, don't forget to sift, because if you don't sift, it's going to be very difficult to get rid of lumps of flour when you mix. Also, try not to overmix. If you do, your cupcakes will end up dense and deflated, so stop as soon as it's combined. Chocolate chips are optional, but if you are going to use it, I recommend using dark chocolate. Milk chocolate is going to be way too sweet. Well, for me at least. Make sure you don't fill it all the way to the top. Stop at around 80%, otherwise it will overflow. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 356 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you in the US, and bake it for about an hour. Done. Once you take it out of the oven, it is going to deflate a little, but not too much. It tastes just like a cupcake, obviously, but because it's been baking for so long, the crust on top turns almost into a cookie. Enjoy!